Hello everybody. Angie here. I am coming on to do the weekly make for the hashtag ABCs plus 3 challenge, hosted here on YouTube by myself and Anna G over at Making Joyful Journals. We are going through the entire alphabet week by week, progressing in letter and making a tag or a journal card or something with 3 prompts of a minimum with each letter. And let me tell you guys, it has been so much fun, and there are those weeks that have been quite challenging. But sad to say, we are already up to letter Y this week and next week, and this challenge is complete. It has been a joy to bring this to you guys today. I hope you've been enjoying what myself and Anna have been creating each week. Hope it's brought you some inspiration. And with that being said, we're getting right into this week's make with letter Y. Now, there was a lot of letter Y's that I could words with the letter Y, but nothing that just really sparked any interest for me. So I kind of struggled on this one, but I ended up with some things. So let's see what we can do. Okay. Now for this week, I have this big, it's kind of like poster board. I picked it up at the local thrift store, a big old pad of them, so I'm trying to use some of these up. So I thought I would cut this down, and I won't bother doing cutting the whole thing down, but I'll just cut a piece of it for my tag today. It's great to do like master collage boards and stuff like that, and that's probably what I'll end up doing with a lot of them, or using them for some covers for some journals. We'll see, but I have a whole stack of them, so can't wait to do some goodies with them. All right, I think I'm going to do my tag. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to cut a piece off. I'm just going to cut a piece off at 4 inches, and I'll trim it down. I just remembered, upon searching for my Y items, I came across a digital. And unfortunately, I don't remember where this was a freebie from somewhere. But I cut it down so I could fit it in my drawer without it getting all crumpled. So I don't remember where it's from. But it was a freebie from one of the YouTube channels. And it's so lovely. And it has some Y pieces on there. So I'm going to use this. It's already got a collage tag. So I'm going to use that as my base. But it's got 2 yellows already. It's got the yellow flower. And it's got, you could call this a ruler, I guess. But I'm calling it a yardstick. So that's my second Y. And then for my third, I have this out of my plant and herb book, and it's a yucca plant. I'm going to trim that out, or use the word yucca, or use this somewhere, and I'm going to incorporate this with this lovely digital, and I'm going to try and make a pretty tag out of it. Okay, so let's start there. So I just remembered I had this base here, so I'm going to glue that down, and we'll get started. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing good. Hope everybody's praying for everybody in California and on the coastlines and Mexico and everything like that. I'll tell you, these Hurricane Hillary, she's doing some horrible damage. And hasn't been good. So my prayers go out to those that are in the middle of that, or dealing with any of the effects of that. My son is in Palm Springs, California, and they're not getting the hurricane, but they're getting the really, really strong storms, and it's making the roads and everything just unbearable. Hard to drive, hard to get around. It's terrible. So my heart goes out to all of you. Okay, here we go. Let's trim this down. getting a little warp from the glue, but that'll settle down. Okay, so that's my base. And it's already got a yardstick on there. But I may cut this one out because it's a little bit bolder in color. See, this one's a little bit duller. Kind of, and this one's a lot bolder. So, matter of fact, let's just cut those out now. So then we can swish those around and move them about and see where we want to use them. Okay, and then we need this yellow flower here. I love lilies. One of my favorite, lilies and roses. I'm just thinking while I'm cutting this out what I can bring in to this tag for some texture. Trying to think of where my cheesecloth is. Maybe some cheesecloth. I don't know. I've got some crocheted trim here. Maybe that might work. I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm going to need a little texture. A little bit of depth in this piece, but we'll see what we come up with. Okay, so that's 2 of my yellow prompts, and I like this number. So maybe I could utilize that in here. Okay, I think that will be too much. I don't care for that right now. Maybe the butterfly and this other label. Just to have a little bit of a variety, I'll go ahead and cut these 2 pieces out as well. So as I said, I hope you guys have been liking the weekly makes throughout this challenge. It's been so fun. Just something to bring everyone together, to share our ideas, our styles with you. And I've been getting out of my comfort zone on a lot of these weekly makes, doing different I don't really want to say a theme, but working with pieces that you wouldn't normally work with, you know. Tend to work with like a vintage style for the most part is my go-to. But I've been dabbling in other things and other pieces because, you know, it depends on what you find for your selection. Plays a big part in how your piece is going to come out. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, there we go. That didn't take too long. All right, guys, so that's my base. And, oh, I need my 3rd prompt, which is going to have to be this yucca. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off right there. A little bit of trimming. Sorry. It's going pretty quickly though. This is just going to be a little fussy cut one. There we go. All right. Should I cut out the word just in case? Just in case. You never know. All right. So we got some goodies here. Let's see what we can come up with. I'm thinking that I want this raised off of the tag. I just have to trim away a little bit of that white that's bothering me. I'll ink around it, but okay. I'm thinking maybe, let's see. Okay, let's get some ink. Ink as we go here. That plays a big part in the overall look of things. Oh goodness. I worked out today and I did a lot of weights today, and my arms, just this little bit of flickering with the inking, it's just getting my arms sore. I think I overdid it today. Okay. Okay, that's a good enough for right now. Let me grab, I think, yeah, I have a little piece left. Ah, might be enough, just a small piece of foam tape. Okay, so I wanna, thinking I kind of like that just right there. This plant is smaller, so it's kind of throwing me off. I guess that's where the tag can come in. Trying to get my placement here, see what I like. Thinking something like that, maybe. Maybe something just as easy as that. Kind of like the placement there. I don't think I need that word yucca. It doesn't go with anything. So let's start putting some of these down. See what we end up with. I'm just thinking if I want to use a little cheesecloth or something behind any of these pieces. I don't know where my cheesecloth is at the moment. Oops, pressed a little hard. All right. That. Something like that, if I can get it down. I'm not going to glue that right side down. I'm going to tuck this underneath. Okay, I like that. I think I'll put a piece of foam tape on here. I need to put that on the list. Okay, I don't know where I want to put that yet, so let me hold off on that. I think I want that elevated as well. So I'll use the last piece on my butterfly. That'll be a little dimension there. Oh, I kind of wanted that to go underneath. See, I got ahead of myself. Underneath that label. Wonder if I could still tuck it under there. I'm really gentle. I might make it. There we go. And I'm not going to ink around this. I think that'll just make it look too grungy if I just ink every piece, because there's a lot of stuff going on this digital. Kind of busy. Let's see, I want that to sit, I guess right about there. Okay. Not too shabby. Okay. And then I think I want it right there. Make sure I get it straight. there we go. That was easy. Do I want anything else? Let me look at these other pieces. I think that's pretty full. Yep. All right, I do need something on the top though. Thinking about just cutting one of these down and making a tab out of one of these. Okay, just fold this in half. Get my space here. It's going to be too large. Yep, I think that's a good size. And I'm just going to kind of wing it here, guys, and make myself a little tab pull. Yep, I like that. There's my dabber. All right, let's get that in place. Try my best to line these two things up. There we go. It's not exactly straight. There we go. It's a little better. Okay, I like it. Put a little more ink on here. There we go. And everything matches. Everything goes together for the most part. I think that looks really nice. That came together quite nicely. All right. Well, get everything out of the way here. All right, guys, that's going to be my make. Let me look. I'm just thinking. I think it would have looked nice. Put a little pull right there instead of that, now that I think about it. For a little texture, I was saying maybe some texture. I think I like that better. Oh, it hasn't set yet. Yay. I'm gonna do the crochet trim. I think I like that for a little texture better. It's okay to change our mind. Okay. Yes, that looks much better. I like it a lot. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Well, that is my weekly make for ABC Challenge +3, ABC's +3 challenge. Okay. It is yucca, yellow, and yardstick. Okay. And the tag ends up being just a hair over 3 by 6 1/4. Good size. Got plenty of journaling on the back. And there we go. What do you think? Got a little dimension. We used some foam tape. We've got a little bit of texture there with the crocheted trim. Very nice. All right, I'm pleased with it. Hope you guys like it. As always, I try to make one off camera to bring you something a little bit different variety, give you some more options to use and think of when you're trying to come up with why items for your makes. And here is what I came up with. A little definitely different one. I ended up making this one like a journal card size, but look at how fun that is. Let me bring that up a little bit. Let me move that. Can you see the Y's in there, guys? All right, I'll tell you. The star of the show is Yogi the bear. Isn't he adorable? He had his arm out. I had this image for a while. It was in my little odds and ends, and I pulled him out, and he had his arm sticking out. So I was thinking, what can we do with that? So along the thinking of why options, I thought yo-yo. So I just kind of strung a little circle down to make it look like a yo-yo. So that's what that is supposed to be. He's got a yo-yo in his hand, and I used some yarn. Okay, so Yogi, yarn, yo-yo. I also have yellow in this, a yellow picnic basket. We wouldn't be right if we didn't have a picnic basket for Yogi, right? And I just used some scrapbooking paper background. I wanted it to look kind of outdoorsy. I used burlap along the side here, and I just kind of free cut like a little edge of a tree with a little tree branch, and then I brought in some leaf trim to put some leaves hanging down where he's just outside just having a blast, happy as can be, as always. Yogi's always a happy camper. And he's got his picnic basket by his side. And again, I used a little bit of yarn there, a little crocheted, and I braided it, kind of made a little bit of a bow. Again, if you could see that. And then I just put a word element. It says, life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. And that to me kind of sounds like something Yogi would say. Okay, so there we go. 2 different makes, completely different styles and different pieces. And I think they both came out really, really, really nice. What do you think? Oh, and this card, I'm sorry, is 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. And on the back here, oh, and I did around the edges with green on this since we're kind of going with the outdoorsy look. And then I just did some little quick lines using an edge of a, a plastic card. And just went like that and made some lines for journaling. Okay. So those are my makes, guys. We've got yucca, yellow, and yardstick on this one. We've got Yogi, yo-yo, yellow, picnic basket on this one, as well as a yellow bow as well. So, but that's always kind of just counts as one. All right. So that's what I got for you guys this week. Thank you so very much for stopping by my channel. I do truly appreciate it. As always, I would hope that you would hop over to Anna G's channel, take a look at her makes, see what she has going on this week with the letter Y. She always comes up with some really creative things as well. Her style is a little different than mine, but equally as fun and beautiful. All right. If you found something of value in this channel today, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment and a like. But as always, you guys take care and God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye.